Like the wind can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check out. 675. Check. Mexico.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check out. 390. You remember me. Let's go, baby.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Play action now, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the interception, it's Long. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Kane. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
The tackle a 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Out, 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 out.
From the 17, Luck. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Luck now to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Frank Reich here on fourth down is ready to try for 3. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is indeed good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw
and he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play, Mariota to Davis. 44 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And the Titans first down.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Shit.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
11. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Big stop, D. Big stop.
On first down, it's Long. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Love. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Love. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to go. It's Love. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. and that's what he did.
11 more on that one and another first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, here's Love. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Campbell. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
That's got to be a long 12. 55, Mike, 55.
Hey, seam 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Throw left side complete. It's Hines. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They snap it to Locke. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mexico. He's coming. On. Check.
To the air again, Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. 23 yards, the final tally. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
From the gun, Mariota. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check 4, 25.
Greystone, travel.
Reggie. 11B.
Hey, orbit.
Here's Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Mariota going to give to Lewis. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. First down, Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Walker. Oh, wide open, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mariota now. And an alley to run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking deep here for Ebron, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Mariota on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. So it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
To throw, Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Yeah, this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
To throw is Locke. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Luck. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Luck throwing the out route and complete. That's Campbell. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota. Flushed out right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Locke. Ebron with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Now a 1st down throw. Locke flush to his right. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Luck. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Ruled out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Quo.
Me and you all day. I'm coming out to you.
Hey, Charlie.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Here's Luck. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
With the score, Colts 20, Titans 6.
58, come on.
Hey, we have you on the where are they, team?
Check 52. Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Mariota now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
What's tight?
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Give the sack to Komoko Toure. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
53, Mike. Here we go.
To try again after the sack, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down, and they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Luck now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Hey, echo.
Out of the gun, Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, here's Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Hey, they're scared.
12.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun on third down, Luck. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A first down throw for Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. That'll bring up second down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And some room to work. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run with Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Slam, slam, slam.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Luck going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They go for it on fourth and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They try again with Lewis. That burst good for 20 and a first down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. First down, Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On first and 10, here's Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, but it'll be second down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. On second down, Mariota again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.